time came when the ticker tape in the broker's office told a new story. It was panic. 16.5 million shares of stock sold in a single day.
Stupid me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stock Dirty to Me. I am, of course, the host with the most feel better, and with me is one half of the Stock Bros himself with the Movember started stash going already, Tony. How you doing, Tony?
Good. Yeah, so funny story. I was shaving the other day, and I finished everything. And then my shaver ran out of power, so I had to plug it in to charge it. And then I just completely forgot that I still had a mustache going.
There we go. We got Mike from Aloha from Hawaii. Lucky guy.
Mike from Hawaii.
Yeah, we got Mike. And funny enough, me and Mike are actually going to be doing something. Mike's a fellow podcaster, and we're going to be doing a webinar on how to monetize your podcast in November. So look forward to that. We got people from Columbus, Ohio. We got, of course, our boy Mark from Tony's backyard. He's up. If you don't know, Mark actually lives in a tent in Tony's backyard on Tony's new house. So that's so you guys know that. We got the villages in Florida. Always nice to see. And of course, our favorite Maria from Arizona's in the house.
Maria, yes.
We love seeing Maria. And
she is a regular.
She is a regular, and we love seeing you all here in the lives. Dalt will be with us shortly. He's just running a little late, so we're going to just do a little chit-chatting up in front. We're going to be talking about crypto ETFs, which is a new thing that you guys down in the States have. We in Canada have had it for a little while because we're ahead of the curve. But also we're going to be talking about greed and a few other things Dalt had on the agenda. So it's going to be a great show. Tony, you've dropped some really great episodes recently on the Stock Bros.
Yes, sir. I did one
that?
on Social Security, which everybody wants to know about. I did some extensive research on that, and that went into making that episode, so check that out. And then I also did one on inflation and interest rates, so check that out. But I know everybody wants to talk about that Bitcoin ETF today, but I have to say, Public, one of my favorite apps, just started allowing crypto purchasing. Ooh. And today I decided to try it out, and I bought $50 into Bitcoin and Cardano just to test it out to see what the fees would be, because the fees on Coinbase and several of these other apps are kind of outrageous at times. So I let it fly, put $50 in each, and you know what the fees were? Nothing.
Ooh,
which is amazing.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to start dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin and Ethereum each week using Public, because even though Public doesn't allow you to put your crypto on a wallet. You have to keep it in Public in the app itself. Wallet. Right. So, but whatever. I'm not going to use this crypto to make purchases. I'm strictly using it as an investment.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just going to let it fly and keep adding it to it each week. So those of you that don't have Public or looking for cheaper ways to invest in crypto, you can use my link and you'll get a free stock, and you could sell that stock and immediately and then buy crypto with it.
You have to send me that because I only have your Acorn link.
Yeah, I'll send it.
We have to update that on the because this is all obviously also a podcast that's on all the major podcasts. So you got Apple, you got Google, you got Spotify, and you got Amazon. So if you have a Google Home, all you literally have to do is say, "Hey Google." I'm not going to do it because mine's going to start playing, and I don't want to have it playing over this because then it's weird. But you go, "Hey Google, play Stock Dirty to Me podcast," and it will start playing the podcast for you, and it'll give us some Hold on. Hey,
Did
Google,
you just mute yourself?
I should have just muted myself.
I just
Yeah,
posted
all of
the
a sudden
public
Google
link
started.
in there for everybody.
Yeah, there you go, Tony. There we go. Tony's hitting you up. I also, if you looked, I put a Dalt's latest episode about how to set up a cold paper wallet for BTC and LTC, as well as suggest a stock, suggest a crypto, suggest a topic for us in the comments, so you guys can hit that. Right here, you just go suggest a stock. You go to that.
Man,
if you want to.
I gotta get some more lighting in here.
You do.
Yeah.
I can ship you one of my giant ass light bulbs.
I have one of those circle lights, but it's still packed in the garage somewhere, so I got to find it.
There you go.
Yeah, the office room is definitely kind of dark, so
it's like slightly dark. You're also gonna have to like learn how to dampen the sound because you're a little echoey.
Yeah, I know. That's just
right.
The ceilings are really high, and everything just echoes. Unless I put foam around all the walls, I don't know what to do.
That's a possibility, but we won't hold you to it. We got Sandra here from Washington, D.C. in the house live. We love seeing it. Thank you so much. Let me see here. Publix gives you free money if you watch little videos. That's always good. I like free money. Who doesn't? So why not just join up? You don't pay anything. You get something if you join using Tony's link. Tony gets paid. You get paid. Everyone's win.
It's free to sign up.
Plus, you can get extra money. We got someone here. Growing the stash longer will help with the echo. Coming from a podcast guy here. Who edits some podcasts here. I have $47. I don't put anything in it. Nice. I'm not sure what that is too. Could be for Bitcoin. But yeah, let's talk. You guys just got crypto ETFs.
Yes. We did.
What is it? Mark knocking on the window?
He was. He was outside. I told
there
him,
you go.
Get back on Facebook Live.
There we go. Hold on. I think Dalt is in the house. We're in a car, actually. Wait, no, we're out of a car. Never mind. We'll leave Dalt in the background. Tony, talk to us about crypto ETFs.
All right, so let's talk about that Bitcoin ETF. And I'm sorry about the echo. I'll do something about that for next week.
Oh, wait. Never mind. You continue. I'm just looking at Dalt being Dalt.
So a lot of people ask, well, first there's a misconception. I think we've talked about this a lot, is this Bitcoin ETF doesn't actually have Bitcoin in it. And there are no official Bitcoin ETFs in the United States that are approved by the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission. And they have to approve things before it can go on to a stock exchange to be publicly traded. And what this ETF is it trades the futures of Bitcoin. So it's kind of mirrors the price of Bitcoin, but it doesn't actually have Bitcoin, and there are no actual holdings. It's just Bitcoin futures. So if Bitcoin is going up, that ETF goes up. If Bitcoin is going down, that ETF goes down. And let me talk about some of the pros to this ETF before I get into the cons, because a lot of people, what the heck is a Bitcoin future? So that's just speculating on if more people are buying than selling. That's all it is. We got.
I just brought him in. I guess he was ready. He's ready.
He's in a car. I love it. I love the new office setting.
Dedication, man.
There we go.
No, I was just talking about that Bitcoin ETF and the pros of the Bitcoin ETF. So I'll just quickly run down the list of pros that I quickly jotted down on my notes. It mirrors the price of Bitcoin, not perfectly, but it mirrors the price of Bitcoin. It cuts out any issues of storage, meaning like a cold storage, hot storage, like type of wallet that you're going to use to protect yourself. You don't have to worry about any of that. And it's more protection and more SEC regulations with the Bitcoin ETF. And the biggest thing is the 401k access. So now people can invest into Bitcoin in their retirement accounts, where they never were able to do that before in the United States. You could do it indirectly through Coinbase or buying stock in in cryptocurrency apps. But with this ETF, because it's actually the sole purpose of this ETF is to mirror Bitcoin, you're actually getting exposure to the price of Bitcoin. Now, the fees are less as well, because in a lot of these apps like Coinbase, you're going to have anywhere from 2% to 4% fees, depending on how much you're buying. That's why I don't dollar cost average and do crypto on Coinbase, because the fees are just outrageous. Now, the cons, you will have an expense ratio, which is 0.9. It's still pretty low relatively. It's going to be about $9 per $1,000 per year in expense fee, and it's built into the price of the ETF. So you're not going to notice any of that really. And also the cons are that, much like the oil ETF that tracks the price of oil, it's not really perfect. It doesn't necessarily, like oil can, I've seen at points where oil will go up like 20% and that ETF will go up like 11%. So you're not really getting exact one-for-one mirroring with your investment with Bitcoin. And also you don't actually have the coin. You're not actually buying the coin. So that's another big con to this. So that's my quick list of pros and cons, and I'm sure Dalt could add more to that.
I would agree 100%. When I was backstage, I heard what you were saying as well. I agree with you 100% on that. The big thing here is just mostly that you can now, people couldn't put their crypto, their Bitcoin in a IRA or a 401k, right? That wasn't possible before, so now it is.
No.
So that's definitely one of the big advantages of this as well. This is going to work in the favor of, but it's kind of already been working in this favor, because what's her name? Kathy Wood has been buying the Grayscale trusts, and so major fund managers were able to get access to exchange traded crypto funds. And so I'm not sure how much this ETF will actually add. Maybe this will allow mutual funds to be able to pick this up. I don't know if mutual funds might have been left on the side of this. I'm not sure, but it'll be pretty interesting to see which other institutions step in now that there is a ETF. I'm not sure if there are any other institutions left outside.
These Grayscale trusts, were they the same thing? They were trading futures for Bitcoin?
I don't know what the Grayscale... No. The Grayscale trust, I believe, they hold a balance of it.
Oh, they actually hold Bitcoin.
Yeah, they do. They do. So that was the point of the trust.
Now, from my understanding, these trusts are only available on OTC markets. So maybe that's why you can't. I don't know if you can. I have no idea if you can invest in OTC through a retirement account. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Not sure either.
So that might be the reason why this is such a big deal, because with this ETF, you are actually able to do that. And the price has gone up a lot. I mean, Bitcoin has been, and all of crypto has been soaring. Actually, I mean, the entire stock market in general has been.
Everybody's been having fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm up like 8% in the last 3 weeks, which was incredible because of the fall that we had in. I mean, all my losses from September are all back, and then plus more.
Well,
so,
you, of course, having proper investing strategies.
I mean,
makes
the
you win over
S&P
time.
500's at all-time highs. Bitcoin's at all-time highs. So the markets are kind of correlated. I know a lot of people like you'd have Bitcoin as like a hedge, but I have noticed a lot of the times, like when the market's going up, Bitcoin's going up and vice versa. So I don't really know. It's not a scientific study that I did. It's just something that I quickly, anecdotal evidence,
Hey, sometimes anecdotal
right.
Evidence works the best.
You're right 100%. Sometimes Bitcoin will follow the stock market. Sometimes it'll do something completely different. It all depends.
Yeah, I would say there's no opposite reaction. It kind of just does whatever it wants to do. But this Bitcoin ETF seems to have caused quite a bit of stir and buzz, and it has sent Bitcoin up past its all-time high. Which I it's too bad you guys can't get Public in Canada, because I was just telling everybody in the beginning that Public's the first app I used where there's no fee for crypto. I just bought Bitcoin and Ethereum, and there's no fee. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how that works. But I put $50 into each, and I had $50 balance on each, and no. But of course, there's no wallet or storage. It's just through Public. But like I was saying before you joined, I don't really care because I'm not going to use this to buy anything. It's just an investment.
Like anything else, if it's free, you are the product, as they say. So they might be reporting all crypto trades and selling that info to whoever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, at this point, if you have an iPhone, you're already being tracked everywhere, no matter what you're doing. So,
that's why I have a Pixel. That's why I got a Pixel.
They're probably tracking you on there too.
It's Google. Google owns us. Like Google and Facebook, they come together. They own the world. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Stock Dirty to Me, the #1 podcast for the stock market for beginners, an amazing group where you can learn how to invest properly. Please let us know where you're watching. If you're watching from the replay, hit the hashtag replay.
Does anybody have questions about that Bitcoin ETF before we move on from that? Because I know a lot of people.
Well, I know Mark, your neighbor, was wondering, why wouldn't you buy Bitcoin over the ETF?
Well, why wouldn't you buy a Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin's not regulated by anybody. These are just, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm just giving you examples, because there's no regulation with Bitcoin. It's not SEC regulated. There's no insurance or protection.
There's no protection, period.
Your Bitcoin could be hacked off an exchange, and you could never recover it. Possibly, if your exchange doesn't want to reimburse you. Whereas this ETF that just came out is regulated. It is protected by the SEC. There are regulations. It's safer. It's not. You're not. It's less risky, but you may get less return, risk reward. It's probably a little bit cheaper depending on where you're buying your Bitcoin. Could be a lot cheaper. Those are just some of the reasons that I can think of. What do you think, Dalt?
No, I agree 100%. You can a lot of crypto theft going on right now. Good luck stealing an ETF. It's just, even if somebody were to hack your account and get into your trading account, good luck, because you can't send that anywhere. You would have to set up a new bank account to withdraw, and you'll have to sign forms and print and sign. Meanwhile, the person whose email is there is going to get an email anytime you change anything. Even if you try to change the email so they don't get one, you're going to get an email. So it's going to be impossible for you to do anything from within a trading account. I can give everybody my info right now. It's not going to do you any good. You can sell and you can buy stuff. That's about it. You can't take the money.
Yeah, for sure. So, and with Fidelity, they make you, when you set up a new bank account, they send deposits to that account, and then you have to verify the account, and you have to do several different steps.
There's multi-level.
And your name has to be on the account. It can't be someone else's bank. You can't put someone else's name on it. So there are a lot of protections where you may not have those protections if you're buying some obscure crypto exchange.
Yep.
I think Coinbase does have, to be fair, Coinbase does have those.
Well, now that it's a publicly traded company.
Coinbase does, because I did just link another bank account today to Coinbase, and I did have to go through a bunch of steps. So
my brother-in-law was actually was asking me, he's like, is Coinbase fine? I'm like, if they ask for multiple verifications, you're good. They're protecting your ass, so you don't.
That's why I use Coinbase. The fees suck, but I feel safer using them. But
and it's all
that's a trade-off.
Yeah.
That's a trade-off.
And by the way, if you're going to use Public, I have a ridiculous password that I don't even know the password. It's written down. I don't even know what it is. And I use two-factor authentication. Always. So make sure you use that on everything you use.
Google actually just implemented mandatory. I think on the 26th, all your Google accounts have to be double verifications. I just want to bring something up here. We had a member, I missed it because I was trying to do too many things at once, but we got someone here going, hello, Tony. I have over 1,000 in Acorn and over 1,000 in VOO.
Yes.
There you go. proper.
Yes, I love that. That's
investing.
awesome.
Love seeing that. And
Congrats,
of
you
course,
just hit the 4-digit club. That's what I'm
there
talking
you
about.
go.
Live. We don't all have to be like our
That's a
millionaire
good
mentor
feeling.
himself.
It's a good feeling when you hit
Ross.
that 4-digit and then you hit the 5 digits. That's even better feeling. So
Sure. Go. Let's
I'm
go.
still working on the 6-figure like Dalt, but
Six
little-
six figures Canadian. It's not
Yeah,
6
it's
figures
like
US.
it's like 5.5 figures American. If we're gonna be
80,
honest.
80, 88, something like that.
Oh, okay.
1,000, yeah.
That's about where I am with everything. So yeah.
Getting all the lives in here. I love seeing everyone shouting out where you're live. Let us know where you're live from. Oh my God, stop. What are we stopping? Stopping what? What are we stopping, Mike?
Yeah, what is oh my god, stop.
I think he's talking about the Canadian dollar. I think
Oh.
he's talking about the Canadian dollar. I don't know. I'm not sure. You're Hawaiian. Why are you have spam futures? Probably. I'm horrible at that. No. I wonder, is that something on the stock market? Spam futures?
Spam futures?
Yeah.
No idea. No.
No. Okay. We got someone from Rhode Island coming in here. There we go. We got Atlanta Braves. Okay.
Wow, we got people all over the place.
We got Louisiana in the house as well. Let's
Of course
go.
we do. Of course we do.
Stop the 4 figures. Stop the 4. Never. Be proud of whatever figures you're getting up here. We got Memphis in the house as well. Hey, Memphis.
Hey, if you got $1,000 in the bank, you're doing better than like 40% of Americans who can't cover a $400.
Yeah, like there's like
Or-
only 40% that can cover
So
400 or something like
there's
that.
nothing to be embarrassed about. That's
No.
pretty good. you know?
Celebrate the wins that you have.
Yeah.
What we got here? Mark's going a few more green days, and I can finally start paying my mortgage again and move out of Tony's yard. There we go. All right.
Yeah, because you
Dalt,
need more space. My yard is very small here. So
Dalt, you wanted to touch on fear and greed index
yes.
and the FPX. Not sure what that is.
Yeah, let's tackle the fear and greed index first to get it out of the way here, because it's something that I look at every day. This is the first thing that I look at in the morning before I open up my Yahoo Finance app and look at my portfolio on there. Before I even do that,
nearly multi-million-dollar portfolio Canadian Tire money.
We are now at
nearly.
We are at a 67 right now.
Yes. So we're up, and we're back above the 60s. A month ago, we were in extreme fear at 21. So yeah, for anybody wanting to see this, you can Google the fear and greed index. I'm sure it'll be the first link that comes up, but it's money.cnn.com/data/fear hyphen. And
I just want to share something here.
if you can share that link.
Yeah.
Into the
As
chat.
I'm typing it,
It comes up right away.
it is the
does
top in the top. Yeah, it's the top.
Yeah.
So we got
Oh,
here. Fear and-
nice.
Here
There
we
you
go.
go.
It's now greedy. Be greedy, people. That's apparently what it's telling us.
So yeah, this just it basically is like a live investor sentiment indicator. It updates every day, and that's basically all it is. All it tells you is based on all the bets that people are placing across markets as a whole, this is how investors are feeling. And basically how it arrives at this index value is they cover 7 main fear and greed indicators. So if you scroll down on that page, Phil, it starts with the safe haven demand, which is basically this
Stocks
is
have
close to the
bonds.
strongest performance for stocks relative to bonds. So it tracks stock positions relative to bonds, and that's one of them. Then there's the junk bond demand. So basically the spread between investments in junk bonds and investments in investment grade bonds. Of course, when you see more investments in junk bonds for investment grade bonds, that means that people are getting a little bit greedy and a little bit riskier. So that's number 2. Number 3 here is put and call options. So this tracks the put and call, the Chicago Board of Options Exchange. That's what the CBOE means. It tracks the 5-day average of the put and call ratio. So this will tell you, for all the people trading options in the market, whether they're heavy on the put side or they're heavy on the call side. I just want to take one break here after that third one, just to say there's a lot of people looking for a lot of technical indicators. And a lot of people are stuck with the MACD, RSI, all that old mumbo jumbo. If you want to look for some more new age indicators that you'll be able to derive some really deep insights into the market, the 7 ones that the Fear and Greed Index is made off of they are extremely important. Like the put and call option ratio, that's huge. That will tell you what everybody's doing in the market, and it'll tell you whether the market is leaning short or long. Okay, so after that, they have the market momentum indicator. So it tracks the S&P 500 and it's a 125-day moving average. And so it'll tell you a little note under each indicator. This one says the S&P 500 is 4.57% above its 125-day average. This is further above the average that has been typical during the last 2 years and indicates greed on the part of investors. Okay, so these are huge insights that this index gives you. Then it has the market volatility. So it tracks the VIX and its 50-day moving average. The VIX is the volatility index. So the Chicago Board of Options Exchange Volatility Index is at 15.49. This is a neutral rating. And indicates that market risk appear low. Then we have stock price breadth. This is the McClellan Volume Summation Index. I like this one a whole lot more than RSI, which is the relative strength index. So what this does is it measures advancing and declining volume on the New York Stock Exchange. Okay. During the last month, approximately 15% more of each day's volume has traded in advancing issues than declining issues. So basically what this index is going to do is going to track everybody's buy and sells in the market, and it's going to tell you whether whether the stock that person bought was advancing or declining. And then it adds up all the people that are trading in losing issues and all the people that are trading in winning issues, stocks is what I mean by issues. And then it'll come up with this index score. And basically what it's going to tell you is everybody trading in securities or stocks that are going up, or are they trading in securities and stocks that are going down? I like that one so much more than RSI because RSI, I don't know, I just find it too out in the open and too many people know about it. And so that advantage has gone. It went a long time ago. But the McClellan Volume Summation Index is very overlooked, and it'll give you a good idea of what's actually happening in the market rather than just looking at the S&P 500, because that only tracks the 500 largest. So, and it's
so that tracks the entire New York Stock Exchange. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yep.
And you could also adapt it so that you get the McClellan Volume Summation. Some places will target the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ. And yeah, you'll be able to get all of those in one. So if you do enough Googling.
By the way, those that are listening and watching, the New York Stock Exchange is the largest stock exchange in the U.S. and the NASDAQ is the second largest in the U.S. So just a little reminder of what that is.
Absolutely.
Dalt's on his way to the SEC right now.
Yeah, he's like, I need answers.
What is going on?
Man, I will always be on this show if I can, even if we have to go out somewhere. I will always make sure that I'm here. I'm in the car, but I'm
we got boots on the ground. That's what we're gonna call it.
There we
boots
go.
on the ground.
Then, look at this, Dalt. You want to know what people? Wait, wrong one. Here we go. I'm in awe of your knowledge. Thank you so much for sharing. It's true. Dalt is awesome. Tony is awesome. I'm just here looking pretty. That's my job, and make sure they look really good for their stuff there. Let's get off here. Yeah, we're coming up to 30 minutes. We need to wrap it up, guys. So Dalt, where can we find you? Where can we listen to you?
Instead of doing that, I'll talk about the last one that we missed. It was stock
sorry.
price
Hold on.
strength.
Let me bring it back up.
Bring it up. One last second. Stock price strength is the last one, guys. It's the number of stocks hitting 52-week highs. So number of stocks hitting 52-week highs exceeds the number of hitting lows, but is at the lower end of its range. So right now, it's extreme fear. There are more stocks that are near 52-week lows than 52-week highs. So that's something that is indicated as extreme fear, as you can see there. But again, this is an index, so it adds up everything, and there's more greed and extreme greed than there is fear. And so the overall index is sitting at 67, which is greed. Now, this only way that I really use this is to just know what kind of market I'm in. to know if I'm going to be in a call option market or a put option market, and to know if I can get good deals on things or not. It's just an overall indicator. I like it because it just keeps you up to date. So that's all I have to say about that. I love it and I check it every day.
Would you say buy when there's fear and sell when there's greed, or what would you do?
Hold. I always I'm
hold
usually
always. Yeah.
But you usually catch me buying when markets are in extreme fear. So I made one buy in September, and I think the fear and greed index was under 20.
Let's take a look. Wait. I can
Good
go
to
all
know.
the way down here. I may not be able to find the probably right around here.
So as you can see, before COVID, March 2020, we're sitting almost near 100. Then it hits and we run down to about 18 or 15. And then we have rallied back, and now it looks like we're going to try to push above 80 again. So pretty interesting. We'll see what happens.
Good stuff.
There we go.
Save that in your bookmarks, everybody. Put that on your home screen.
Plus, on top of it, CNN was kind enough to give you a little how this index works as well. If you guys were like, okay, Dalt explained it really quickly, I don't want to really listen to the whole episode because I see and hear Phil or Tony or whatever. You got a minute and 15 breakdown right here. So there you go. Right.
Follow those indicators. Super important. Those are some next level great indicators, better than anything else that you'll find any chart is talking about. So
love
it. All right, let's rally up and close up the show here. Dalt, again, do you have anything else you want to say before we close the show?
As always, you can at me in the group. I'm Oddly Johnny. Always at Oddly Johnny if you have any questions or want me to confirm any information on the page. I'm a stickler for misinformation. I don't like it. And follow my blog. It's shared in the group almost every day, and at Instagram at RismayLife, RismayLife.
There we go.
That's all.
And your most recent one is how to set up cold paper wallets for BTC and LTC, and it's in the show notes down below. So if you want to see that, Tony.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, you can find me in the group, and you can check out my latest podcast episodes. I'll drop those in the links below. There's some good ones, like I talked about, Social Security, interest rates, and inflation. So I'll put those in there as well.
And guys, if you want, make sure you check out our not our social media, our podcast. Please, it would be a lot if you guys can just go over to Apple. I'll be putting the link down below. Go to Apple, leave us a 5-star review, because the more 5-star reviews we have, the higher it up it gets. And eventually we may be able to get like the Wolf of Wall Street on. You guys can ask him questions. Think about that. Or even Kevin O'Leary, Mark Cuban, or maybe Elon Musk. I'm not promising anything, but if you guys leave enough 5-star reviews, we may convince Elon Musk to come on. Who knows?
And if all those guys fail, definitely the CEO of AMC will be on.
Yes,
for sure.
Adam Aaron will not miss a thing.
Hold on. Here's a challenge for all of you fans. If you want us to get the AMC president or CEO,
you got to tweet him.
You got to tweet him, but 2, you need to leave 100 5-star reviews. There are over 49,000 members in this group, and at least 100 of you guys watch this. At least 160 watched the last episode. So this is I'll skip that episode. Be quiet, Mark. You'll watch it.
And those same 100 people.
Those same 100 people. We love you. Go to Apple. I'll be putting the link in. Go and leave a 5-star review. Leave a 5-star review. And if you guys get if you can get us to 100 5-star reviews, I will reach out to the CEO or president or AMC and try and get them on the show. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Stock Dirty to Me. I thank you all for listening. Love your faces. And remember, smart investing